you can get all your exclusive sports news around the world and your ultimate destination for sports. What an excellent performance in the playoff. The best performance you can ever get when it comes to the UEFA Champions League playoff. Inter Milan is now playing 1-1 in the first half with Bordeaux. And Real Madrid, one of the best teams when it comes to the UEFA Champions League, was able to silence SL Benfica in Portugal by 1-0. And who else did the trick for Real Madrid? Whose night is it going to be, and whose moment is it going to be in the UEFA Champions League playoff? And in the English Premier League, whose night will it be? Whose moment of greatness will it be? Will it be for Arsenal? Will it be for Man City? Will it be for Tottenham Hotspurs, whom have now had a new head coach, an interim head coach who is going to steer the affairs of the club to the remainder of the season? And can it be another night for Manchester United? Michael Carrick, Manchester United, can it be another night? Can it be another great moment in the UEFA Champions League? Can it be another great moment in the English Premier League for Manchester United to move to the second position ahead of Aston Villa, whom are third on the English Premier League table? Whose season is it going to be in the English Premier League, and whose moment is it going to be in the UEFA Champions League? What an excellent performance from Newcastle United to win by 6-1, and Anthony Gordon becoming the second player in football history in the UEFA Champions League after Luis Adriano, who scored 4 goals against Bate Borisov. And now there is always a new dawn for Newcastle United. Anthony Gordon, who scored 4 goals in the first half. History beckons itself. History repeats itself in the UEFA Champions League. Whose moment will it be? Whose night will it be? Whose journey will it be? Whose favor will it go to in the UEFA Champions League 2025-2026 season? First half has come to an end. Second half begins. And Inter Milan won, Bordeaux won. Can Inter Milan win against Bordeaux ahead of the return leg at the San Siro Sports Stadium? Whose moment is it going to be? Whose night is it going to be? Whose greatness is it going to be in the UEFA Champions League? And do you think a statue should be mounted across the top 5 European leagues for one of the greatest footballers of all time? Or a statue should be mounted for them in their home country, in their clubs that they played for? One of the greatest players, one of the finest players you can ever think of in football history, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. These are the greatest footballers of all time. Should statues be mounted for them? When you join the live stream, please double tap on the screen, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Double tap, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Can Real Madrid qualify into the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League return leg against SL Benfica? Can Real Madrid do it at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium? Can they do it against SL Benfica? SL Benfica has won back-to-back against Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League. Real Madrid was able to secure a revenge against SL Benfica by 1-0. Can they repeat it and make it one of the best performances against one of the best teams in the UEFA Champions League? Can Real Madrid do it beyond reasonable doubt and make sure the 3 maximum points at stake is secured and it's won? There's always a great moment when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. There's always an excellent moment when it comes to the leagues and when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. And Vinicius Jr. against Rayo Vallecano in the Spanish La Liga scored 2 goals. Vinicius Jr. scoring 2 goals in the Spanish La Liga and then making sure he adds another one in the UEFA Champions League for Real Madrid. There is always an excellent performance when it comes to the Spanish La Liga, when it comes to the UEFA Champions League, and Vinicius Jr. has exhibited. He is back to its best in the Spanish La Liga. He is back to its best in the UEFA Champions League and securing the 3 maximum points for Real Madrid to put themselves ahead in the UEFA Champions League, and he did it in a spectacular fashion. There is always an excellent performance when it comes to the UEFA Champions League in Hala Madrid, in the UEFA Champions League, in the Spanish La Liga. There is always a great performance when it comes to all these league phases. There is always a great performance when it comes to all these league phases in the UEFA Champions League and in the Spanish La Liga. There is always a great performance from all the big teams when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. Nihad, hi. Thank you so much for joining my live stream once again. It's been great. It's been wonderful having you on board, Nihad. Nihad, do you think Real Madrid can beat Benfica in the return leg in the UEFA Champions League after going against them by 1-0 in Portugal? Can Real Madrid do it? Can Real Madrid win once again against SL Benfica, whom it's been very difficult? So I gotta go by. Thank you so much, Nihad Brahim. But it's late right now in my country. Mashallah, Nihad. And it's Ramadan time. Okay, it's Ramadan time, so you got to go and then prepare yourself for Ramadan. Mashallah, and I know inshallah have an amazing day. Mashallah, thank you so much, Nihad. I really appreciate your support so much. Even if it's 2 seconds, even if it's 2 minutes, inshallah, you've done your best to make sure SCTV Sports always moves far. When you join the live stream, double tap on the screen, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. How far do you think Real Madrid will go in the UEFA Champions League playoff round of 16? Can they qualify into the round of 16? Can Real Madrid make it into the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League after winning the first leg in the playoff against SL Benfica in Portugal by 1-0? And who else was there? Vinicius Jr., who scored the only goal of the game for Real Madrid to pick the 3 maximum points against SL Benfica, whom it's been very difficult to defeat them. But Real Madrid made it possible by picking the 3 maximum points in Portugal. Can they do it in Spain? Who is going to win the 3 maximum points at stake in Spain against Benfica? And can Inter Milan win against Bordeaux and make sure they secure one of the best points in the UEFA Champions League playoff? Can Inter Milan qualify to the round of 16? Arsenal is in the round of 16. Tottenham Hotspur is in there. Liverpool is in there. Man City is in there. There have always been great moments when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. There's always been great and excellent moments when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. And all the top English Premier League clubs, Chelsea is in there. Arsenal is in there. Man City is in there. Liverpool is in there. And they are doing so well in the UEFA Champions League. Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, and then Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur. These clubs have qualified into the UEFA Champions League round of 16. The best 8 teams, English Premier League clubs, are dominating in it. This time around, all the UEFA Champions League stage, it was done, and it was done in a great fashion by the English clubs. Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, and Tottenham Hotspur. They made it possible into the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League. When you join the live stream, comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. How far do you think these clubs will go in the UEFA Champions League playoff? How far do you think these clubs will go in the UEFA Champions League round of 16? 8 best teams have qualified, awaiting another 8 best teams in the UEFA Champions League. Which club is it going to be? And how far do you think these clubs will go and make it best and make it top of the UEFA Champions League chart? Can Real Madrid do it? And when Real Madrid qualifies, which team do you think should be paired against Real Madrid? Against the same club in the UEFA Champions League round of 16, it will never be possible. But in the quarterfinals, any club can meet themselves in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. Any club can meet themselves. Barca can meet Real Madrid in the quarterfinals, but in the round of 16, it will be impossible for both clubs to meet. How far do you think Real Madrid will go in the UEFA Champions League playoff against SL Benfica in Spain? They are now the league leaders in the Spanish La Liga ahead of FC Barcelona. Arsenal is also leading Wolves in the English Premier League match day 26. How far do you think these clubs will go in the league phase, in the UEFA Champions League? How far do you think these clubs will go before the season comes to an end? Can Arsenal win the English Premier League? Can Man City win the English Premier League? Can Manchester United come back from the fourth position and win the English Premier League against one of the best clubs in the English Premier League, Arsenal or Man City or Tottenham Hotspur or Chelsea or Liverpool? Can Manchester United win it against or beyond all reasonable doubt against all these top clubs whom were once leaders in the English Premier League table? Arsenal is 4 points behind Man City. If Arsenal wins again, they go 7 points. If Man City wins again, Man City closes the gap to 4. So can it be done? Is it possible? Can it be done? Is it possible? Can Man City win the English Premier League 2025-2026 season? Nihad is saying, I should have an amazing day. Nihad, thank you so much. May Allah bless you. May Allah guide and protect you. May Allah see you through each blessed moment in your life. How is the season going to be in the English Premier League, in the Spanish La Liga, in the UEFA Champions League, in the German Bundesliga, in the Italian Serie A, and in the French League, in the Spanish La Liga, in the English Premier League? How is the season going to be? How do you think the season will tune to favor most of the big guns in the English Premier League, in the Spanish La Liga, in the German Bundesliga, in the French League, in the Italian Serie A? How is the season going to favor them in the UEFA Champions League? The top 5 best teams in the English Premier League have already qualified. Man City have qualified, Arsenal have qualified, Tottenham Hotspur have qualified, Arsenal have qualified, and Liverpool have also qualified. But how is the season going to be for all these big clubs in the UEFA Champions League? How is the season going to be for all these big clubs in the English Premier League? How do you think they will go? How far do you think they will go in the English Premier League, in the German Bundesliga, in the Spanish La Liga, in the Italian Serie A, and in the Spanish La Liga? How far do you think these clubs will go before the season comes to an end? And how far do you think they will go in the UEFA Champions League? Let me know the goal Vinicius Jr. scored against SL Benfica, the only goal of the match. How did you see the goal? Is it one of the best goals in the UEFA Champions League? Or there have been great goals in the UEFA Champions League? And Anthony Gordon scoring 4 goals in the first half for Newcastle United. Do you think he becoming the second player in UEFA Champions League history to score 4 goals, he has achieved greatness in his life? And Newcastle United are also in the Emirates FA Cup semi-finals. They are in the next round in the Emirates FA Cup. But how far do you think Newcastle United will go before the season comes to an end? Have they been one of the best English Premier League clubs? Or they've not? Being in the playoff qualifiers in the UEFA Champions League, they've been excellent. In the UEFA Europa League, they've been very excellent. They've been great. They've been superb. Real Madrid have been superb. Arsenal have been superb. Tottenham Hotspur have been superb. Barca have been superb. Barca, after losing in the Copa del Rey semi-finals, first leg against Atletico Madrid, they were able to once again lose in the Spanish La Liga to Girona by 2-1. How far do you think Barca will go in the Spanish La Liga? After losing the top spot to Real Madrid, how far do you think they will go in the Spanish La Liga? In the best 8 teams in the UEFA Champions League, Barca are part of it. But how far do you think they will go in the UEFA Champions League? They've been very excellent, but they've been awful of late. How far do you think they will go before the season comes to an end in the UEFA Champions League, in the Spanish La Liga? And their El Clasico with Real Madrid, how do you think it's going to favor them? How do you think it's going to be for FC Barcelona? Can they win the Spanish La Liga? Can Real Madrid also win the Spanish La Liga? Whose moment is it going to be in the 2025-2026 Spanish La Liga, 2025-2026 UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, playoff, round of 16 before they go to the quarterfinals, before they go to the semi-finals? How do you think the season is going to favor most of the best teams in the English Premier League, in the Spanish La Liga, in the Italian Serie A, in the German Bundesliga, and in the French League? And how do you think the season is going to favor most of these big teams? Are we going to see surprising moments in the Spanish La Liga? Are we going to see surprising moments in the English Premier League? Are we going to see surprising moments in the German Bundesliga, in the Italian Serie A, and in the French League? How do you think the season is going to be, and how do you think the season will favor most of the best teams in the world? Can Real Madrid do it? Can Real Madrid qualify out of the round of 16 to the quarterfinals, to the semi-finals, and into the finals of the UEFA Champions League? There are so many teams you can take to be in the finals of the UEFA Champions League: Real Madrid, and then Barcelona, Inter Milan, and then Paris Saint-Germain. These are the best teams that you can find them in the finals of the UEFA Champions League 2025-2026 season. It hasn't been so much good for Paris Saint-Germain, who won it in the 2024-2025 season. After winning the finals of the UEFA Champions League, starting so well in the playoff, starting so well in the preliminary round, and started drawing and losing matches in the UEFA Champions League. And it has taken them a different shift, a different turn in the playoff in the UEFA Champions League. But how do you think these clubs will be? Can they qualify into the round of 16? Can they make it into the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League, out of the round of 16 to the quarterfinals, to the semi-finals, and into the finals of the UEFA Champions League? How do you think these clubs will perform? Real Madrid couldn't do their best last season, losing to Arsenal, and now Arsenal is in line to win the UEFA Champions League. They are in line to win the English Premier League. They are in line to win the EFL Cup against Man City. They are also in the Emirates FA Cup. They are in all these competitions. But can Arsenal win the English Premier League? Can they win the UEFA Champions League? Can they win the EFL Cup? And can they win the Emirates FA Cup? How do you think Arsenal's season will be? They are leading Man City now currently with 7 points or 9 points. And after drawing, the points gap became 6. So if they win, it's 9 points. If Man City wins, the points gap drops to 6. How far do you think the season is going to go for the Gunners? In the English Premier League, match day 26, how far do you think the season will go for most of the big teams in the Spanish La Liga, most of the big teams in the English Premier League, most of the big teams in the UEFA Champions League, most of the big teams in the German Bundesliga, most of the big teams in the Spanish La Liga, most of the big teams in the Italian Serie A? How do you think the season will be to favor most of these big teams? How do you think the season is going to be? Are we going to see one of the greatest moments in the English Premier League, one of the best moments in the Spanish La Liga, and one of the best moments in the German Bundesliga and the Spanish La Liga? How is the season going to be for all these big clubs? Can Real Madrid qualify into the round of 16? Can Barca qualify into the quarterfinals? Can Barca win the Spanish La Liga, or can Real Madrid win the Spanish La Liga? And who is the greatest footballer of all time? Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi? These are great players. These are players that have achieved so much when it comes to football. They've won individual awards, they've won individual trophies, they've done so much in their individual careers. The best assist king in the whole world, in all the top 5 European leagues, the best assist king in every country, it has been Lionel Messi. And the greatest goal scorer of all time, 963 goals, and it is Cristiano Ronaldo. 962 goals, and it is Cristiano Ronaldo. They are all doing their best in different versions of themselves to make sure they secure every moment in their football career. And it is always Cristiano Ronaldo, and it is always Leo Messi. And the top 3 best European goal scorers, Haaland, Mbappe, and Harry Kane. Mbappe is leading the top European goal scorers, followed by Harry Kane and Haaland. These are the top 3 best strikers in the world. But how far do you think these players will go before the season comes to an end? Do you think these players will achieve one of the greatest, one of the best in their football career, set records, make history, and break records and set records in their football career? How far do you think these best strikers in the world will go before their football career comes to an end? Can Mbappe replace Cristiano Ronaldo? Can Harry Kane replace Cristiano Ronaldo? Can Haaland replace Cristiano Ronaldo? And can Lamine Yamal replace Lionel Messi? And can Arda Güler replace Lionel Messi? Which one of these 2 players do you think they have 99.9% chance of replacing Messi and replacing Cristiano Ronaldo? How do you think they are going to set and break their own records when it comes to goal scoring? And it has always been a moment for one of the best attackers in the world, one of the best midfielders in all the top 5 leagues in the world. It has been Bruno Fernandes. He is the best midfielder, he is the best number 10 in the world at the moment. He is the best assist king, the best dribbler, the best in everything. When it comes to the best number 10 position, it has always been Bruno Fernandes from Portugal. And it has always been a great moment when Cristiano Ronaldo is a symbol of football. And Harry Kane became the second fastest scorer to reach 500 career goals. The first was Messi. The second is Harry Kane. And then the third is Cristiano Ronaldo to reach 500 career goals. How far do you think these players will go before their careers come to an end? And what will be the best moment for these players before their career comes to an end? How excellent is it going to be to see most of the big players when it comes to the UEFA CHAMPIONS LEAGUE, when it comes to football, and when it comes to the greatest moments in football? How do you think these players will go? How far do you think these players will go before their footballing career comes to an end? Cristiano Ronaldo, after the 2026 FIFA World Cup, he will no longer be playing for Portugal. Messi, after the 2026 FIFA World Cup, he will also not be playing for Argentina. They have made history. They have set records. At age 41, Cristiano Ronaldo is still doing it. And Messi is also doing it, scoring and assisting. At age 39, Messi is also doing it. And how far do you think these players will go before their football career comes to an end? How do you think Messi's season is going to be in the 2025-2026? How do you think Messi's season will be before it comes to an end in the MLS League? And Cristiano Ronaldo in the Saudi Pro League, he's been one of the best, scoring goals upon goals for Al Nassr, making sure Al Nassr win games upon games, dominating in the Saudi Pro League, doing it back-to-back in the Saudi Pro League, chasing the Saudi Pro League title ahead of Al Hilal, whom they are a point behind in the Saudi Pro League table. Can Al Nassr win the Saudi Pro League 2025-2026 season? When you join the live stream, please double tap on the screen, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. How do you think the season is going to be in the UEFA Champions League playoff? Can Real Madrid make it? Can Inter Milan make it? And can Juventus make it in the round of 16 in the UEFA CHAMPIONS LEAGUE? How do you think this season will be for most of the big teams in the top 5 European countries? Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium will welcome SL Benfica in the return leg. Can Real Madrid secure the 3 maximum points at stake? A draw makes sure Real Madrid qualifies into the quarterfinals round of 16, into the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League. If there is a draw at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, Real Madrid still qualifies because they are leading the first leg by 1-0. How is the season going to be for Real Madrid? They are the league leaders in the Spanish La Liga. How is their season going to be? And how do you think Real Madrid will handle the pressure at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium against SL Benfica in the return leg? Jose Mourinho has been Real Madrid head coach before, but can he do it for Real Madrid? Can Jose Mourinho do it for Real Madrid? Can Jose Mourinho, who was once the head coach for Real Madrid and now the head coach for SL Benfica in the Portuguese league, can he do it for SL Benfica? Or can Real Madrid secure the 3 maximum points at stake in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 playoff? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Share and turn your notification button on. Follow all our social media platforms on X, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram. And I'll always bring you the best and the most exclusive when it comes to sports news around the world. How far do you think the season is going to be for the best teams in the top 5 European leagues? In the English Premier League, in the German Bundesliga, in the Italian Serie A, in the French League, and in the Spanish La Liga. Can Barcelona come back to their winning ways and go top of the Spanish La Liga table ahead of Real Madrid? Or it's never possible? How do you think the season is going to be for one of the best teams in the top 5 European leagues? Can Real Madrid do it? Can Arsenal do it? Can Man City do it? Can Tottenham Hotspur do it? And can Manchester United do it? Michael Carrick, in 5 games, he has won 4 and he has drawn 1. And he won the Manager of the Month award as one of the best coaches in the English Premier League. After winning 4 continuous games and drawing 1, he's been one of the best. He's been one of the excellent coaches in the English Premier League. How far do you think Manchester United will go before the season comes to an end? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll be back with more exclusive when it comes to sports news around the world.